guys, what's up? I'm Kate Whittaker, freelance producer and presenter, and I'm coming to you in lockdown with youth music. I'm joined by some of my very good friends who are DJs and music producers to have a little chat about their lockdown experience. And today I'm joined by my very good friend Joe. Hello!
Hi, how's it going?
How are you, mate?
Yeah, pretty good.
Keeping busy?
Yeah, keeping productive.
All that. How are you keeping creative in lockdown? How is it for you so far? I know you've been doing loads of music producing. It's great.
Yeah, so I've been doing events, organising events and DJing a lot over the last few years, and now I'm not DJing and obviously not organising any events. So I've just got loads more free time to actually sit down and write some music, which is kind of nice.
Yeah. No, what genres do you, I mean, you've been sending me the tracks and they're all amazing, but just for everyone else, what genres are you kind of focusing on right now in your lockdown?
I kind of like just slightly weird, slightly experimental dance music. So it might be like you take the basic like a house beat or something, and then do something slightly weird with it. Maybe combining genres like sort of like, I don't know, bassy, techno, and things like that. Just a lot of messing around, really, trying to make something that sounds a bit different.
Yeah, experimenting. So is that kind of what you've been doing in your daily routine? How are you keeping busy? Are you producing music mainly? Are you mixing? Have you put that to one side at the minute?
I've basically put mixing to one side. I've been looking for a lot more music and listening and reading up about a lot of like new releases and stuff, but I've just stopped DJing at all because, I mean, I'm probably not going to be able to do any DJing for quite a while, which is sad, but I'm also at my mum's house and I have like almost enough space for my studio equipment, so I have some synthesizers and stuff, which I didn't really fit in my room at uni, so I can move around and like play with everything and get it all running at the same time. So I've been working, I work 4 days a week, and then basically the rest of my time is either spent going on walks or making beats or playing FIFA.
Yeah, literally. How has the lockdown affected you and your work then? Has it had a negative impact just, or a bit of a positive and a negative?
Well, my work's very similar. I work remotely anyway, writing software. So obviously, like when you think about your work life, you have to balance your work life and your social life. So sometimes it's harder to keep motivated because you are very isolated in your work. But that's not really something that's changed too much for me because I do work on my own from home a lot anyway. Yeah,
for sure. And I guess this is now the time everyone's been sort of saying the same thing, that if you are interested in music, it's a great time to kind of practice that because we have so much free time. We, a lot of us have Wi-Fi or access to our computer or software and something like that, so it's a great time to kind of just brush up on your music knowledge, learn some new skills. So what kind of advice would you give to people that are kind of thinking, oh okay, I kind of want to start making music and DJing? How would you send them off into the world?
I think there's so many ways to enter making music and pick up producing as like an instrument, but it's just what you want to get out of it you need to consider first. There's loads of fun like web applications you can go on where you can make like beats really quickly and it's really enjoyable, or you can go down the route of maybe buying a synthesizer or something and having a play with that. Or you can, one thing that I've got into more recently is like field recording. So I've got a field recorder, and it might be a really interesting time because obviously the sounds around is very different because there's less cars and stuff. You can hear a lot of nature, do some field recordings.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of routes into it. And I think just find something that you enjoy, not something that's going to always have like the most professional outcome. Just see it as a hobby.
Yeah, and nothing's going to be perfect at the start, is it? How would you because music producing is so much fun, but obviously I wouldn't have a clue on where to start and how to put beats together, and you do it like it's just, second nature. How do you recommend a beginner to start? Is it just mixing around beats and looking at YouTube tutorials, or how do we even begin to learn to make music?
Well, I think, YouTube's obviously a massive resource. But again, there's lots of different ways to approach it. So what you can do is you can just find samples, like little like snippets of sound. You can find sample packs everywhere, free sample packs, and just layer up the sound. So you just order the the little audio files. You can use free software like Reaper to do that. Just download the sounds, layer them up. People like Burial, he just orders samples. He finds interesting sounds and orders them and does it on software, which is like, I think he uses really old software from the 90s. You don't need to have all these expensive bits of kit and software. It's really like, I think something that really works in isolation is finding sounds and using them and like ordering them. So I definitely recommend going down that route, something that I've been doing a lot more recently.
What equipment do you recommend then? I don't even know the words that you have for your equipment, but they're cool. They look cool.
Well, my real interest is, because I'm a bit of a nerd, I like the synthesizers and stuff, but what you need for making music really is some sort of MIDI controller, so a MIDI keyboard. That's the easiest way. Like the best piece of equipment is super versatile. Use control. It's just something for controlling the keyboard on your computer, and then you make the sounds on your computer.
Amazing. That's so useful. Thank you so much, Joe, for chatting to me and Youth Music today. And we very much look forward to hearing your daily tracks that you're just whacking out at record speed. It's amazing.
Thank you very much. Nice talking to you.
Thank you. See you later.
See ya.